Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Patrolman Arthur J. Klepper Sign Dedication Ceremony. I am Sergeant Stephen Kukowski, the commanding officer of the ceremonial unit, and I will be your master of ceremonies for today's event. Patrolman Klepper died in the line of duty on December 3rd, 1937. Patrolman Klepper joined the NCPD in 1929. Patrolman Klepper was operating his patrol motorcycle and pursuing a speeding vehicle when a collision occurred with an unrelated vehicle at this very intersection. Patrolman Klepper was rushed to Meadowbrook Hospital, now known as Nassau University Medical Center, and many of his fellow patrolmen donated their blood in an attempt to save his life. He did not survive the collision, tragically succumbing to his injuries a few hours later. Patrolman Klepper was 30 years old and had served with the NCPD for 8 years, spending his career proudly protecting the residents of Nassau County. He left behind his wife, Julia, parents, and 2 brothers, Frank and Joseph. Both Frank and Joseph were also NCPD patrolmen, and Patrolman Klepper, Frank and Joseph's son's father, was an NYPD sergeant. At this time, please join me in welcoming the Klepper family, who we are honored to have join us and remember Patrolman Klepper. Patrolman Klepper's granddaughter, Jackie, her husband, Bob, and their son, Patrolman Klepper's great-grandson, Brendan, Patrolman Klepper's granddaughter, Kerry, and her partner, Peter. Patrolman Klepper has 3 other grandchildren who live out of state and could not join us today, but are still part of today's ceremony, honoring their grandfather's story. I'd like to also acknowledge those who made today possible. County Executive Bruce Blakeman, NCPD Police Commissioner Patrick Ryder, Town of Hempstead Supervisor John Ferretti, and the entire Town of Hempstead elected officials and the entire team. We also have in attendance with us today State Senator Steve Rhoads. Please rise for the national anthem, which will be performed by department vocalist, police officer Anthony Lucchese.
Present all!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Put up all!
Thank you, Officer Lucchese. It is now my pleasure to introduce Commissioner of Police Patrick Ryder.
So good morning, everybody. A nation that does not honor its heroes will not long endure. Abraham Lincoln said that. Today, we are completing our mission that we set out to do over a year ago. This being the 100th year anniversary of this police department, we promised, as we look back, to make sure that we honor all of our heroes. And it started way back last winter, where we had a luncheon at the academy and we brought back all the families and let them know exactly what we're going to do over the next 12 months to get these street signs out for the 30 of our 50 men and women that had no recognition anywhere in this county besides the memorial wall on police headquarters. So we've reached our goal, but unfortunately those who know who serve, that goal never ends. It's one that comes back every year. Already next year, there are 3 men and women that we will be honoring, heroes that gave their life on 9/11 and lost it due to 9/11 cancer. This is something that we promised to, a lot of people want to talk and say, hey, we promised to never forget. Well, in Nassau County, we promised to not only talk about it, but we're going to walk. we're going to make sure the job gets done. Today, the job gets done. On behalf of the County Executive, Bruce Blakeman, who has given the ultimate support when it comes to the men and women of this police department, our town supervisor, John Ferretti, also who backed us up in this program, along with our other two supervisors, Jen DeSena and Joe Saladino. We are very thankful to this great community of the 1.5 million people that live in this county, and the 2,600 men and women in law enforcement that continue to serve and will always remember its heroes. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Ryder. It is now my pleasure to introduce State Senator Steve Rhoads.
Thank you so much. And today, just to echo Commissioner Ryder's extremely poignant comments, here it is 88 years after the passing of Patrolman Klepper. And we are honored to have the opportunity to be here today to honor his memory, to honor his service, and to honor the service of all of the men and women throughout this 100 years who have worn the uniform of the Nassau County Police Department, protected and served our communities. It's such an honor to have Patrolman Klepper's family here, but so incredibly special that now every person that comes on to Washington Avenue and Sunrise Highway and sees the sign that will be unveiled shortly will ask the question, who was Patrolman Klepper? We'll hop on Google. We'll actually research the story, and we'll learn about the man who sacrificed everything to help protect and serve this community. And we will always, as a county, in conjunction with our partners at the state, in conjunction with our partners in the town, we will always honor the memory of our Nassau County police officers who have made the ultimate sacrifice. So thank you, Commissioner Ryder. Thank you to County Executive Blakeman, to Nassau County Legislator Michael Giangregorio, to our town partners, and Supervisor Ferretti for allowing us to do this today, and really for paying tribute to an exceptional individual and to the Klepper family, who we are thrilled to have with us here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Rhoads. It is now my pleasure to introduce Town of Hempstead Clerk Kate Murray.
Thank you. Good morning and welcome to everyone who is here today. I want to thank, on behalf of Supervisor John Ferretti, Councilman Chris Schneider, and all of my colleagues on the town board, I want to thank our County Executive Bruce Blakeman, our wonderful Police Commissioner Pat Ryder, and to everybody who has been involved in honoring these police officers who made this ultimate sacrifice. And in this season of blessings and thankfulness, we have to thank Officer Klepper and every other police officer who has made that ultimate sacrifice for all of us as Nassau County residents. And so on behalf of the Town of Hempstead and all of our government partners, I want to thank our police officers, those past and present and future. Thank you so much for your service. God bless you and keep you safe. Thank you.
Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce Patrolman Klepper's granddaughter, Jackie.
This is my sister, Carrie. The Klepper family extends our grateful thanks to Supervisor Blakeman, Commissioner Patrick Ryder, Deputy Commissioner Smith, Detective Lieutenant Pentinato, Senator Rhoads, and all the dignitaries from the Town of Hempstead today. Thank you for all you've done to recognize our fallen officers. Our grandfather, Patrolman Arthur Klepper, was the love of our grandmother Julia's life. He was killed in the line of duty 5 days after our father Carl was born. Our grandmother was still in the maternity ward at Mercy Hospital when she heard the tragic news. Although we never knew him, our grandmother kept his memory very much alive throughout our dad and uncle's childhood, and she passed those memories on to our generation. He loved being a patrolman, and he adored our grandmother. For those of you old enough to remember an autograph book, Arthur wrote on Julia's 16th page, "I will marry you someday." And that's exactly what he did. Our grandmother saved everything. We have his original patrolman's handbook, his holster, articles written about him, his prayer books, and love letters that he wrote to her. The last note he wrote was on the back of a police report in November of 1937. It was a review of what they had spent during the week, and he noted that he left enough money to buy our grandmother flowers and rosary beads. Our grandfather was a devout Catholic. He was also a great athlete, and he played on the police softball team. We have his obituary, which read that many police officers kept vigil at his bedside and donated blood to try to save him. The Nassau County Police Department accorded him an inspector's funeral. Although his wife and 2 sons have passed, his family tree continues on, including 5 grandchildren, 11 great-grandchildren, and the latest great-grandchild just 1 year old. Our father Carl would have loved to have been here today. He lived long enough to see the Mineola Memorial, which included his father, and he was moved to tears. He was so proud to be the son of a policeman. We are very grateful for this recognition of our grandfather's life and service and sacrifice in the line of duty. Our family would like to thank all of the police officers here and all of the police officers who risk their lives every single day for our safety. May God bless you. May He watch over you, and may He keep you all safe. Thank you for your service, and from our family to yours, have a beautiful and a Merry Christmas. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Jackie. Members of the Klepper family, please assist us as we unveil the sign honoring NCPD Patrolman Arthur J. Klepper. Patrolman Klepper will always be remembered as a hero that made the ultimate sacrifice in service to Nassau County and the town of Hempstead 88 years ago today.